It's not like the last time we did commentary together, Dems Gaming. We had quite the interesting seed, which is the reason why we wanted to do more commentary together.
Yeah, our last pairing saw a finish so close it had to go to a frame count to see who actually won the race. So we can only hope that tonight's race is just as close. We've got two very established runners here tonight. A latebit on the left, BBQdotgov on the right.
Yeah, this is a pairing that, you would look and you'd be like, these two should be in the upper bracket, but they had a rough go during the Swiss format, and here they are in the lower bracket.
Yeah, I mean, and that just goes to show you how stacked this tournament was. I mean, so many good names, and yeah, I mean it was just tough. I mean, Swiss pairings week in and week out were always just two banger matchups, and unfortunately, somebody's got to lose. Somebody's got to win and somebody's got to lose, and that's how we end up with these great names down in the low roll bracket.
As we get things started, we're going to start in the southwest corner. This is the type of overworld where you really hope that you don't have. Oh, yeah, there you go.
Oh.
Yeah.
Were you going to say, hope you don't have whiz robes on the overworld?
That's exactly where I was going to go with that one, but the game provided already to me. All right, get a bedtime story. Oh, that's a decent large secret.
Yeah, 118, not bad. And some instant divergence with BBQ going east and latebit going to the northwest in the grave area.
One found at the potion shop.
All right, so we got level 1 found. We also have a small secret found on latebit's side, and I use the term small both descriptive and literal, as a 2 rupee small secret is about as small as they get.
So that is going to be a lot of fun there.
Now, this is interesting on BBQ's side, because this could be the item.
It's not. It's a transport. Why would it be the item?
Got a segmented level 1, otherwise there wouldn't be a transport. Oh, and then you're into a shutter door. Alright, Grave Armos check for latebit. It is not our Armos item tonight. It is a potion shop. Okay, that doesn't push either. Level 5. And immediately key block. Now this could be our item, or else we've got a double segmented one. Oh, it is an item, but it's a heart container. So that's either our floor heart, or else the coast heart is in level 1.
Yeah, we don't have enough information for that just yet.
Latebit about to get the large secret. Now, he did see a bomb shop up at 1Q6. Curious if he goes back to buy bombs now that he has money for them.
And I think BBQ is done with that exploration. Yeah, gonna head over here to Death Armos. There's our wood sword.
That will probably send him right back into that level 1. Gonna see what the Armos item, well, we don't know if it's the Armos item, but gonna do this Armos check first.
If I'm BBQ, I want bombs before I go back in that one with the Lionels in this second room. Because this is a nasty room, and if that turns out to be your item, then so be it.
Now, you got some bomb droppers here now. So the interesting thing about killing all of those blue moblins is only the first one on your global could possibly drop bombs, and then you're looking for number 6. So, since there's only, I think, 5 on that screen,
Yeah,
he's
you're
just
looking
trying to build
for
up a global count.
1, 6, and 8
8.
on the global counter.
30 medium secret. All right, so that's almost.
Late Bit's going to be counting some blessings that the bubble actually pushed him out of the way so he could get into the staircase. Because he was staring down the back of a Lionel beam.
All right, so Late Bit about to get his sword. Not too big of a difference, and there's some bombs just on the floor, free for BBQ. Let's see if Late Bit goes back into level 1. Oh, he does get the bomb drop on his first global.
Blue Gurias are vanilla, 5 HP. Wins the money
Late
making
Bit doing
game.
some gambling. Hits it. Wow.
One of our helpers, Diesel Pilot, noting about the clock at 3 in that bomb group.
Yeah. So there
are
knowing
certain
those
things,
globals get.
There's certain things, certain hints that you can get in the counters that can help determine. Oh, white sword in 1.
Ooh, it's a nice upgrade.
But there are certain hints in the drops that can tell you where you are if you know the tables well enough. Like, for instance, that clock, as we just mentioned, that tells you that you are at 3 on your global counter. Also, you know what happens when you get a double heart?
You are. So here's the only reason I know is because I have a cheat sheet printed out and scotch taped to my monitor. But after double heart, it loops back around to 1.
Yeah, getting the double heart when you're on the bomb dropping group means that you're at 9 and 0 on the count, which means the next one has a chance for a bomb. Now, there are subtle hints, though, that you can use towards helping to figure out where you are in your counters. That's not going to end well for Late Bit.
Ooh.
Late Bit got tunnel vision into the Lionels that he was trying to kill and didn't see the sword coming towards him until probably it was way too late.
Our chat is pointing out that BBQ got the magic boomerang.
They had to be out of 1. They had to be out of 1.
Yeah, it must have been in level 1. We must have just not seen it. Must have been a instant pickup. Does buy wood arrows.
Right there.
Oh, there it was. So Late Bit avoids the boomerang. This early in the seed, it might be worth taking, but the magic boomerang typically considered the worst item in the game.
Depending on who you ask. There are debates in many a Zelda 1 randomizer debate and poll in regards to that stuff.
I will say, if you ask me, I will agree that it is the worst item in the game. But
I mean, if you ask me, if you ask me, I would agree with you on the same aspect. But there are people who do like it, and I guess they are entitled to an opinion.
Yeah. All right, nice use of bombs on the offense by Late Bit to get over there and get a key out of level 1.
Yeah, Late Bit now trying to find out where this Triforce can be. Looks like Blue Lionels did roll down to the minimum 4.
Yeah, I like this by Late Bit to save that room.
Yeah, you have to do it in this position. You have to do it. Otherwise, you're giving yourself a lot more grief, and there's nothing in this room.
Yeah. I maybe even would have just up A saved or up A continued right there to get my 3 hearts back before going back into that room.
Yeah, it would not have been a... Yeah, especially when that just happened to you.
Yeah. Meanwhile, BBQ has his Triforce out of 1 and is getting a head start on overworld exploration. Latebit already saw a few screens over on the grave side, but BBQ heading over towards the forest will likely find the Armos item first. We know it has to be one of these 3 over here in the forest and Lost Hills.
Yeah, we're guaranteed it over on this side of the world now.
Yeah. I guess we should also mention that BBQ did take game 1. This is game 2 of a best of 3 series. So Latebit fighting for his tournament life here. Latebit coming in as the number 4 seed, BBQ as the number 5 seed. BBQ did just find a dungeon. I didn't catch what it was, but I did catch that was the red candle as the coast.
It's a... right here on the coast.
Level 8. All right. Level 8's obviously going to be a large dungeon, but does have 2 items in it, so might be worth digging with a white sword.
This is unfortunate for Latebit. Latebit's going to see every single room of this level 1, and it's just the one-off room that he did not see that required a key door here that's going to require where the Triforce is. And I believe there's a key door on both sides, yep.
Yeah. So BBQ already saw, okay, well, Latebit's going to find the Triforce right here. So not too far behind.
No way. I do want to know what Chet is saying about BBQ, and we have it listed on our tracker thanks to Crump. That is a very significant item considering the fact we do not have a candle yet.
Yeah. And it's a red candle right there on the coast 1 screen away. That is massive for BBQ. Not only in that it gets him a candle, it also saves him money with extra candles turned off in this flag set. You are forced to either buy a blue candle from one of the shops or find the red candle. So there's the wood arrow purchase for Latebit. So now both runners do have wood arrows. We could mark both of those on the tracker.
We find our first of the hint Ks. We can't do anything without the book about transcribing those, but it's good. You're going to put that in your memory bank for later.
Yeah, I didn't have a chance to do the math in my head, but it didn't seem like they were too expensive. I saw one was only 12 rupees and one was 50 something, but
yeah, it's under 100.
Yeah. There's the second large secret over in the forest under a burn bush.
And here, taking a while to form, is going to be just the paltry 2 rupee small secret. Was able to dance the blue whiz robes. Is this the item? Not in under that Armos. Let's try the other one.
This screen's always tough to try to get to the Armos, especially with a garbage enemy set like this.
And the bow is the Armos item.
The bow, and both runners already have bought arrows. They both look like geniuses now because they're going to have bow and arrows only 12 minutes-ish into this game. And they both have a ton of rupees to fire off those arrows as well.
Level 4 found in the Deadwoods.
Okay, so level 4, yeah, right on, right one screen above our start screen.
And BBQ Jimmying opening that store. And I am just waiting for it to happen, Dem Gaming. Not that Triforce. 7 found
Well,
under
that's
the
7.
Lost Hills Armos. And you cannot jimmy that door open.
Oh, you can't pirouette to the left. That's the only way you can't pirouette.
Yep.
All right,
BBQ
you're gonna grab this
grabbing the-
Triforce out of 4.
Oh, yeah. At least get the health restored, then go back in.
Yeah, you're probably not gonna leave 4 without at least seeing the basement item. Unless that's the basement item, then you're not seeing it.
Nah, this is just gonna be a transport. This is just gonna be a transport. It's gonna be a segmented 4. Why not?
Ooh, no, we might have a bomb wall. Unless the transport's under the dig dogger.
In that case, goodbye.
Yep, leads me back to my original, you're not going to see this item.
Nah, this will be a staircase here. How many potential staircase rooms are we going to see? The answer is yes.
Oh, it's an item. Well, it's another heart container. That does get BBQ up to 5 hearts, though, so he has a 66% chance of picking up the white sword item, whatever it may be, if and when we see it.
Red ring 4.
Wow. What a
now
find.
You can say the rich are getting richer. Latebit wants that fairy, and solid job getting
he's not
around the fact that the fairy dropped there.
There's the other hint shop, and it's also under 100 rupees, or just around 100.
I think you were going to bring up the fact that Latebit did the clip there to try to handle that room.
Yeah, well, I was just going to bring up the Latebit the point that Latebit's actually doing a really good job clearing through this level 4. It's just unfortunate, or level 7, excuse me. It's just unfortunate that, I mean, who knows? Maybe you find silver arrows in here, but BBQ is just correct ordering this so far at this point. He's already got the ladder out of 8, which got him the red candle off the coast, and then the red ring out of 4. And this is all stuff that he's doing while Latebit is in this 7, trying to find whatever's in here. This is going to be one of those things where you look back on it and it's like, Latebit didn't really do anything wrong, but so far he is just he's not having the luck that BBQ had in the order that he's pathing.
And that happens. And BBQ, knowing that he does not need to make a purchase of a blue ring at all this seed, is going to go ahead and purchase some keys. At this point, we don't know where the book is, so using the rupees to the keys is actually a pretty decent idea. We'll see if it does pay out as we move along this seed. Alright, we found levels 1, 4, 5, 7, and 8. So 2, 3, 6, and 9 still remain. And Latebit buying the candle, which is going to be unfortunate when he finds the ladder in 8.
Yeah, I can't blame him for doing that, but yeah, that's just money that he spent that BBQ didn't have to spend.
Yeah.
Again, just because he right ordered going into 8, and there's the it's not 5.
That is unfortunate, but that is something that at least Latebit knows that BBQ doesn't know at this stage.
Finds any road, but not going to take it until he sees this top screen, and it's a dungeon.
It's 9.
Oh, it's
we
9.
Can find out what our goal. All right, what is our goal for this seed?
5. Raft in 5. Raft floor item.
So, question in chat, I'll toss it to you to explain. Chat asking, why couldn't latebit pick up the power bracelet?
So the white sword item in this flag set, you need anywhere between 4 and 6 heart containers to pick it up. So he has 5 heart containers, which means he had a 66% chance of getting it. Unfortunately, it rolled up to the maximum of 6 hearts. So yeah, he's going to have to find 1 more heart container before he can pick up that power bracelet. Same thing will go for the magic sword. Whenever our runners find the magic sword, it rolled anywhere from 10 to 14 hearts. So they will need the full... they'll need a lot more hearts before they can try to pick it up.
Triforce pickup for BBQ now at 3 Triforce pieces.
So...
And little does BBQ...
Level 8.
And little does BBQ know he's got what he needs to get into 9. Just he hasn't seen 9 to know that it's a 5 Triforce seed.
Yeah, and latebit saw level 8 and saw the red candle on the coast, but did not go into level 8. Just continued checking the rest of the any roads.
Well, I think latebit wants to get down to this Armos item.
That makes sense.
Then you'll go into 8, but you want to see what the Sarmos is, and that's something that 8-bit does need. So I totally agree with 8-bit's decision to not go into 8 just yet. So, I guess I need to ask this question. Where do you think the silvers are going to be?
Well, we haven't even seen level 2 or 3 yet. 2, 3, or 6. Mm-hmm. And there's also an item outstanding in 8. And obviously 2 and 9. I'm going to say they're probably in 9. I mean, mathematically, that's the best odds, because there's 2 items in 9 we haven't seen.
Yeah. Alright, so BBQ getting the news that it is a 5 Triforce seed. So BBQ has the Triforces out of 1, 5, or 1, 4, and 5. Has seen level 8. But hasn't seen 7 yet. So BBQ is not necessarily in the I gotta go straight to my dungeons I can beat yet. I think once BBQ finds 7 here, then a decision needs to be made. And BBQ is going to get the unfortunate sad news in regards to that power bracelet.
Now, BBQ does have an extra heart, because I don't think that he has the heart container out of the... There's a take any at the top of one screen above level 7.
Yeah. That would be the heart container that BBQ got in 4.
Yeah, so BBQ can go over here, get this heart, and come back and get the power bracelet, and start doing some power bracelet checks as well. BBQ gonna buy some bombs.
And here comes the ladder for 8-bit. And at this point, yes, you're annoyed by the fact that you had purchased the blue candle, and you could have had the red candle for free, but... you just gotta power through at this point. Move on.
Welcome in, Raiders. Thank you all so much. You got here just as the race is heating up. Both runners have full cleared level 1, which got them their white sword. And now they both have the ladder out of 8. The main difference right now is BBQ obviously has a 3-1 Triforce lead and has the red ring out of level 4. But latebit should be able to make up some time once he leaves this level 8, now that he has his ladder as well.
Yeah, BBQ now going to get that power bracelet, which we know is 6 hearts. I guess the big question at this stage is, does BBQ route in 7 and 8 as your 2 remaining dungeons? You saw where the Triforce is in this level 8. It's deep.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big fan of that. go get into 9 as early as possible. That's been my mindset throughout this whole tournament, or this whole flag set. Recorder in level 8. Okay, so there's our second item.
And that's the last of our transport items, too.
Yeah. Now, that said, I was eliminated in the first round, so take my advice with a grain of salt. But yeah, I've always been a big fan of get into 9 as quickly as possible and see what's in there. Because if the silvers are in there, then you made the right call. But you know there's 2 items in there anyway. So even if you go in there and find an any key and, you know, a wand, that's still 2 nice items to find.
Wait a second. Isn't BBQ the one that in the game the other night there decided to purchase arrows with the silver arrows in the arsenal?
That I don't know.
I think that is the case. I want to say that is the case because I think I remember seeing some discussion in our Clips channel about that. Yeah, by the way, for Crump, our tracker, BBQ has the raft, which was found in level 5. And there's the Triforce for 8-bit out of 8.
And he will get the red candle now off the coast. Can't blame me. He already bought the blue candle, but he'd like to have a second form of repeatable offense.
Yeah.
BBQ gonna see what's at the top of the Lost Hills now.
Yeah, even though BBQ knows of the 5 levels to get yourself into level 9, I think the scenario here as latebit buys the blue ring, which is going to be unfortunate when he finds level 4, but I think the thing with BBQ is 7 and 8 can be time-consuming digs to the point that you really would love to find levels 2 and 3.
I 100% agree with that. As long as you find them quickly.
Yep, exactly.
But, yeah,
I agree with that.
But at this point, he's already found the white sword item.
And there's 3 in the forest.
3. I didn't see exactly what screen he was on, but
It was the forest, the middle of the 3 there with the burned bushes.
Gotcha. Well, BBQ heading over towards, well, the grave area. He's at Forgotten Spot now, but I assume he's gonna clip over to the grave area.
Yeah.
That was a compass pickup. Okay, latebit, excuse me, picked up the compass out of 3, and it is a mile away as well. So I don't know if this is a segmented 3 or if it's just a very linear 3.
There's 2.
Level 2 for BBQ.
Yeah, the bomb spot north of 1 along the river.
Ooh.
So that's all of our level. That's all of our levels, but 6.
Yep. Yeah, level 6, which is probably the least desirable level to find.
And answering chat, both runners do know the Triforce goal. They both know that they need 5 to get into 9.
Oh. Latebit with the recorder can kill this dig dog, or this dig dogger. If this is the push block, it's not.
It's a red herring.
I think that was the push block. That could have been Latebit's path to catch up to BBQ at the moment. Not that he's far behind. He just has slightly. Like I say, he hasn't had the luck. You know, he bought the blue candle, then immediately found the red candle. Bought the blue ring.
Ooh. There's a dig dogger in 2 as well. That's not insignificant.
Yeah.
Because I don't see BBQ going back to 8 unless He absolutely needs to.
Well, at this point, level 8 is just a very large dungeon that only has one item for him.
Exactly.
So, yeah, to your point, why dig a huge level 8 for one item instead of a level 2, 3, 6?
Especially how deep that Triforce is in level 8. So, if that Dig Dogger in 2 has something like the Silvers, that could take quite a while for BBQ to get.
Oh. Okay.
I like
that
that
was the
strategy
Triforce
by
room. I get
latebit
that.
because not clearing that, because if you clear that out and go too many rooms, they're going to respawn. So go ahead, clear all but one, and come back after you find what the item is. All right, so the Triforce in 2 is obtainable.
I was a little confused in the heat of the moment what he was doing there, but yeah, that's a good strategy. Level 2 is Johnny Cash's hand.
Yeah, I'm not going to go there.
Okay.
I am not going to go there.
Triforce out of 3 for late, but that ties us up on the Triforce count, 3-3, with the only Triforce that the two runners are sharing is level 1.
Both runners trying to find the item of the dungeon. And it's a double-hearted 2.
Ooh. I did not catch the first heart, so glad you saw it. BBQ with the massive defensive advantage at the moment with 9 hearts and a red ring, compared to latebit's 5 hearts and a blue ring.
Yeah, the
Triforce out of
disparity
2 for BBQ.
Yeah, the disparity from the Triforce counts is absolutely phenomenal here. Alright, so the only level we have yet to see is level 6. Those Wizrobes cheat and they go into the HUD.
There's a map of 3?
That is a map.
Yeah.
It's a map. That's as much as I can say.
I was hoping that he was going to go back to his like little mini map there so that I could see what all rooms he's seen, because yeah, it's basically 2 squares connected by a 1-room choke point.
Oh, these rooms over here that you got that corridor, that whatever room that is.
This will be our item.
The shoot room. That's the word I'm looking for. All right, item in 3 is not that. Did we not?
Now we're
find
looking for a
drop?
floor item.
Yep, we are looking for.
Yeah, apparently we haven't seen floor drop. Yeah, we did miss a couple of rooms around. Oh, this is a. Yep, this room loves to drop in level 3.
Yeah, it's because it drops in vanilla 3.
Yep.
It's one of the bomb drops in vanilla 3. And it's the any key this time around.
Not that keys were really a big issue for either runner, but you definitely like to see that.
You're not excited about it when you have 8 keys. BBQ will have probably just a couple more, actually, because we've got most of those keys inside this level 3. But more importantly, this is the last level for BBQ. This will put him at 5 Triforces.
Yeah. Yeah, and if I'm at 5 tries, then I am headed to level 9, 30 minutes in. If nothing else, it gets you a knowledge of 9. You go in, you find Ganon, you find Zelda, and you get 2 items. Or at least knowledge of 2 items. Alright, looks like Coast was a bust for latebit. Latebit is finally up to 6 hearts. He could go get that power bracelet whenever he wants. Probably going to finish his checks on the way back up there would be my assumption. Could take an any road. Yeah, he's only a couple of screens away from an any road, so he could take an any road to get back up there a lot quicker than walking. Looks like where he's headed.
Yeah, any road here and head up to the north.
Yep.
The next question turns into, do you wind up going back into 7? You didn't get the Triforce out of there. You spent a bit of time. 7 is not a small dungeon, but there are bigger dungeons out there that latebit has yet to find.
Oh, latebit taking the potion. I'd like to see latebit get back to the Dead Woods and get into that level 4 that's just right there by start. Get his red ring, get a free, not a free Triforce, but a Triforce from a smaller dungeon.
I would like to see where the silvers are.
So would I.
Really, I would like to see... really, I would like to see where the silvers are. More in the sense that... because... we still got some question marks. And yes, level 9 is a possibility for BBQ, but let's take a look at this. Right now, you have the item in 3, which BBQ has not seen, which is why we've been skipping this Triforce room. 6 is a possibility. The other item in 8's a possibility. The item in 7's a possibility. And the only item that you can eliminate would be the power bracelet. Or not the power bracelet, the... recorder.
Yeah. And for BBQ, you might be thinking that's the item right there. Now, the item is to the right. He's going to spin this key. He's got 9 of them, so he doesn't care. And this will also get him his any key. And he is also sitting at... well, he was at 8 keys. Then he picked up the key on the floor. So, yeah. latebit had 8 keys when he... oh, no, this is not the any key. The any key was the floor item, excuse me.
Yeah, it's the room to the right of start.
Yeah, so BBQ at 9 keys, latebit was at 8 keys when he got the any key.
This is dungeon number 4 for latebit, and this, I think, was where the heart container was. The first of the 2. There it is.
Yep. And there's the first floor drop.
So I guess at this juncture, before we see a potential play for 9, let's make sure we get those links out there. Be sure to give our runners a follow. We have latebit on the left. We have BBQ.gov on your right. And game number 2, BBQ with a 1-0 series lead, hoping to move on to the semifinals of the low rule bracket, where they'll be facing off against either King Doll or Melchior, number 1 seed or the number 9 seed. This will be the any key for BBQ. And it's important for BBQ to get this, more for the sense that it eliminates a possibility that of what 9 could have. So again, BBQ at this venture has the outstanding items, the item in level 6, the item in 7, the recorder in 8 that we know is the recorder, but BBQ doesn't, and the 2 items in level 9. And as BBQ is heading to level 9, let's switch the audio over to BBQ's side, because we are going to be looking for pigs, kidnapped, and silvers.
Yep. The bacon and the taken. Gonna buy bombs first. Okay, I like this. Go in with your full complement of bombs. Yeah, if we combine our knowledge
If we combine our
The item,
knowledge, it's
yeah,
still
silver's,
item
it's basically a 50-50. Yeah, if we
Yeah.
combine our knowledge, it's a 50-50.
Yep. The only item that is known. The only item that is known. That one item that one runner knows that the other one doesn't is that recorder innate.
Triforce out of 2 for latebit, so he's up to 4 Triforces. Just got to find another one. Like I said, if he just up A's back to start, he'll find level 4 real quick.
Instead, latebit is going to be heading in the direction where level 5 turned out to be. Staircase here in level 9 for BBQ. And it's a transport. Latebit
I know
does
we.
not... Go on.
I was just gonna say, I know we discussed this the last time we did comms, but I said I was of the mindset of if you're looking for silvers, take every transport you can find because you mark off 2 ends of the staircase. And you said you kind of like just going until you can't go any further.
Yeah, I think it really depends on the scenario. And, you know, it really comes down to luck whether or not which strategy works. Because I do definitely understand the purpose of the strategy you speak of. Because there are 6 pairs of staircases, as long as this is not a segmented 9. So you will be eliminating possibilities there. But on the same token... Oh, good. Dig Duggars are inside this level 9. That's a great find. Oh, 6 was power bracelet block.
6? Okay.
But
Well,
it really comes down to, there's the compass, so we now know where the kidnapped is. It comes down to luck, whether or not which one of the strategies works out for you.
And yeah, if you're on Team Latebit, you want to see silvers in 6.
Yeah, because BBQ, not knowing that this is where level 6 turned out to be, could be searching much of the map to find it.
Yeah, and this would also give Latebit his 5th Triforce and bow and silvers. It's going to be a basement item because there's a heart on the floor in 6.
That's the best news possible because you, at this stage, you really don't want to be spending all your time clearing every potential drop room. There's your map. Is this a segmented 6? We're going to find that it's not, and it's the wand.
What's the wand?
So it's now a 66% chance that the silvers are here in 9.
Yeah, that gives Latebit a little bit more offense. You don't mind seeing a wand 40 minutes in? I mean, 40 minutes in, having a white sword and a wand and a blue ring, you got to think you're actually doing pretty good, but...
If you're latebit right now, you need to see this Triforce spawn real fast to take you to 9.
Yeah. Yeah, it's skewing more and more in the favor of BBQ. The more items we see outside of this level 9.
And there are the silvers.
Oh, silvers are in 9.
Right next door to Zelda.
Wow.
And that right there could put a lid on this match.
Yeah. And again, I feel so bad for Late because looking back on it, I don't know anything that he did wrong. It's just one of those things where you just got unlucky and just pathed a little bit differently than your opponent who just right ordered the seed as best as you could possibly.
And that happens.
Yeah.
There are seeds that come down to who gets the luckier path to the goal. Like there was a race that was on the call for last night there between Randall Runner and Antlers. There was nothing really that Randall Runner did wrong. It's just the way the seed transpired. It went one runner's way, and the other runner didn't really get left much of an opening.
Can we also take a minute to appreciate how small this level 6 is on latebit's side? That's like the smallest level 6 I've seen since like Unsorted Shapes.
22 rooms. 22 rooms.
Chat's saying a dig dogger blocking 9 could be a game changer. Yeah, okay.
It could. I mean, this is
That's
not
about
BBQ's
the only thing
race just
that you
yet.
could. Yeah. Oh, I heard a roar. That's a roar.
Yep.
He's not to the. Yeah, so he's either east or west of here.
And there it is.
All right, there's Ganon.
And now, red ring, white sword.
Does not have a potion though, and is down to 2.5 hearts. Got the stun lock though.
Room.
Yeah, this is my worst room to fight Ganon in.
And just as latebit picks up the Triforce out of 6, BBQ has the Triforce of power and just needs to go backtrack over to Zelda. BBQ's going to see if there is a path to the princess this direction here, it looks like.
Or maybe he knows that this transport takes him there.
Or that could be the case as well. And
this took him not there. He must know a different path because he's on the complete opposite side of the map at the moment. The room, now it seems like
the room under the nub. Yep, I know where he's going. This staircase in this room right here takes you 2 rooms south of Princess Zelda.
All right. Got me nervous there for a minute.
Now we've got this. All right, get your GGs in chat as BBQ is going to go ahead and claim this pairing and is going to move on to the semifinals.
Yeah. Official racetime.gg time of 45 minutes and 44 seconds. One of the fastest times of the tournament. It is rare that you see a 45-minute finish. I don't know. I don't have a list of all the times, but I can only think of a handful of 40x minute times in this tournament.
And it really just comes down to just taking the right decisions in this seat as we are joined by BBQ.gov. How are you doing?
Wow, I'm doing great. Our tracker can roll my seeds anytime. Wow, that came together all of a sudden.
Yeah, I think what helped you out is some very good decisions that you wound up making that were fortunate for you. Like, for instance, what was going through your mind in level 8 when you got that ladder and chose to nope out?
I have been trying to lately prioritize finding 9 so I know what I'm up against, and I remembered our first match, my first match with latebit, was a 5er. And I was like, if this is a 5 or a 6 Triforce seed, I have 1 item out of here. This looks a lot less appetizing to dig. I don't know how big it is. And the other thing that got me out of there was I was 1 screen away from a free red candle, and I was headed up to check the Eastern Armos, and I had a whole bunch of burn spots I could go check. So at that point, I was just like, I can come back here if I absolutely need to. If it's an 8 Triforce seed, yeah, then we're gonna have to do it. But I was prioritizing find 9, get as many checks done as I could, because 1 and 4 both being real close to start kind of put the fear of God in me that I needed to move. So yeah, it worked out, because then I got up there. I was not expecting to find 9 in the northeast corner, but I'm glad I did.
And also helped out the fact that you got into level 4 with that red candle and was able to help yourself move faster through the sea thanks to that red ring.
Boy, that red ring, this is twice now where the red ring has been a huge help. In race 1, it was a huge help because we were on green tunic and wood sword going into a nasty 9, and that really made it a lot easier to fight through. Yeah, this time it was a Jet 4, and that was another reason where I was just like, I even looked over at the race room at like 26 minutes, just out of habit, because I was like, this is moving pretty fast, so this is probably moving pretty fast for both of us.
So, latebit still has not seen level 4, so he does not have that red ring. He is on a blue ring that he purchased because money wasn't really an issue with those 114 large secrets. But yeah, he never did the up A back to start to burn the dead woods. So
Yeah,
he's actually in level 9 right now, but yeah, his Triforces are 1, 2, 3, 6, and 8. He did not... I don't think that he saw 5 either.
Yeah, 5 was where... I don't know where 6 was. Where 5 was...
6 was the power bracelet south of the fairy fountain.
Yeah.
Oh, and 5 was the grave open cave. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I almost checked those push block spots when I finally got the power bracelet at 6 hearts. But oh, good, it's got the compass, so that's good.
Yeah. You know what? I think that latebit did see 5, but he saw it really early because he immediately from start, he went over and did the grave checks, and I think he saw 5 without a sword or anything, and obviously couldn't get anywhere. But yeah, the other item in 8 was the recorder. So we were theorizing in chat if level 9 ended up being a Dig Dogger block to Ganon or Zelda, then that could have been a huge game changer.
Yeah, at the end, that was kind of latebit's last out, was the recorder, which was the second item in that 8. And the Triforce in that 8 was super deep, which better enhances your decision to nope out of there.
Oh, wow. Yeah, and in match 1... me not finding the recorder was kind of the difference, because it enabled him to go find 2 other levels that didn't have anything in them. So yeah, but I was worried that that was going to boomerang back on me, no pun intended. When I saw the Dig Doggers, I saw the one in 3, and then I saw one somewhere else that I thought might have blocked something.
Level 2.
Yeah, 2 and 3. Yep. And I saw those and I was like, oh no, that's the one thing that could slow me down, is if I get in 9 and it's like a boomerang and something else I don't like, the Coast Heart, and I have to go start finding levels, then I'm in trouble. But yeah, when it's a 5er, I've just seen too many times where you prioritize 9, you hope the silvers are there, and I got lucky that they were one room south of Zelda.
One room south of Zelda, yeah.
Alright, well, latebit is still making his way through this level 9.
Has yet to see the map, which kind of was a big piece of the help here for BBQ. There's the
I was gonna say that's the room that Ganon's in, though. He's to the right there, so latebit goes down to get the book, but is hearing the roar, so he's got to know that he's 1 room away.
And he might try to bomb up here.
And that means the wooden boomerang turned out to be the other item, or the item in 7.
No, take the...
Yeah, well, I mean, he doesn't have silvers, does he?
No.
Oh, he hasn't seen silvers yet.
Yeah, he hasn't been over to the left wing of level 9, and it looks like, based on how this level 9 is laying out, is you only could get there through that nub.
Gotcha. All right, I was wondering why he didn't go to... All right, that makes sense why you take the bomb wall then, because the bomb wall, unless it's like one of those weird seeds where it like shutters behind you, you can always come back through the bomb wall in Ganon's room.
And was the map somewhere... I want to say it was in like the southeast part of 9. That really helped me because I saw that nub. I was thinking, oh, Ganon might be there. I should probably go check that out. And turns out that was what took me right to the silvers.
Yep. You didn't miss much with that.
I was in here for a... I'm sorry, Rick. Go ahead.
I was gonna say you didn't miss much with that level 6, just a 24 room level 6.
Yeah,
that's not my idea of fun.
Tiny little level 6 though.
And it looks like we got
was
the wand out of it.
item.
That would have been nice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
wand,
especially.
but, it was so when we were combining our knowledge of what he has seen versus what you've seen, because like I said, you guys saw a lot of different dungeons. It was a 50-50 chance for you going into level 9, and then when he found the wand in level 6, that turned it into a 66% chance of silvers in 9.
Oh wow! I mean, I wish that would have made me feel a lot better if I knew that going in. Because I was looking, it was like a 1 in, there was a 2 in something here.
Right. The only thing you could eliminate is the fact that the recorder could not be there.
Yeah, so it was slightly less than a 50-50 for me, as it turned out.
Yeah.
And that was the one benefit of me being kind of thorough in 1 through 5. I made it a point to dig the item out of 2, even though it ended up, or 3. The one where the Triforce was the top, and then the floor item was 1 room in that shoot room. Because I was thinking, if I end up losing this race, it's either because the recorder's important and I have no idea where it is, or it's because I start to move too fast and I skip an item at an easy level, and that's the silvers.
Yep.
And there's Ganon, but latebit can leave.
Yeah.
That door pops open?
That's the bomb wall.
Weird.
That was the bomb wall.
No.
That's a key.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's a key.
Yeah,
that's the transport room on the other side of that.
What BBQ's talking about is that door to the left. That's weird.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a key door from the transport to get in. I don't know why that's open.
Anyway.
Well, he was able to bomb out south, so that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, latebit still needs to find the way over to the nub. But...
Yeah, this will get him there, I think. I think you go, it's like 1 room down and 1 room to the right. Yeah, this is it. Oh, the 4 HP blue Lionels were really nice because they were everywhere.
Yeah.
Chestnut latebit opened that door before going around, but it shouldn't matter because it should still shutter behind him. Even if it is a key door, it's just you should still get shuttered into Ganon's room. That's some kind of a bug or something.
That's interesting.
I've seen that happen once or twice before, but it's been a while. And I don't remember. Fred has said there's a reason why that's the case. I just don't remember what it is.
All right, this should be the silvers here for latebit, and he's already seen Ganon. And this is
it's the transport to where the silvers are.
To the silvers.
Yep, he needs to go up
one
here.
up.
One up, and then you see Zelda. Wasn't he in this room already, though?
No.
I thought he saw the shutter door that Zelda was behind.
Nope.
Is there a shutter from the top?
No.
Okay, then I guess I'm just smoking crack then. I don't know. I thought he was next to Zelda at one point or another.
Latebit was, but there was no shutter door. It was a solid wall to the north. Hey, the kidnap awaits in the south in the northwest of Skull. Thank you, game.
Got the book because now he can understand where the kidnapped is.
The kidnapped and the silvers. Go look.
Yeah.
There you go.
He's gonna see him right now. There they are. And now he knows exactly how to get to Ganon and Zelda. If he really gets a hustle on, he could still sub 1 hour this himself.
Yeah, I think it's possible.
Probably gonna be just over an hour, which is still a really quick time.
Yeah, if he takes this stair, he's 2 rooms away from him, and then it's you can probably up a. I took 30 seconds after I left Ganon's room, I realized, there's probably a shorter route than me walking to this stair and then taking this other stair, but
Yeah, we kind of expected you to do the up A and, head, and walk back from start, and we're like, he must have a quicker path.
Well, I had a path. I don't know if it was quicker.
Yeah.
Here we go.
The path is a lot of times the quicker.
This is a solid stun lock for latebit. There we go. Let's get some love for that stun lock.
That was really well done. The circle moat is one of the hardest rooms to do Ganon in, just because, especially if he's off center, he's really annoying, and he can just that safe spot in the bottom left isn't always safe. And I started to get nervous when I set up shop down there that I was gonna get drivered a few times.
Well, it looks like latebit's taking the exact same path that you took, so that might have been the quickest path then.
All right, there we go. Get into the staircase and 2 rooms away.
Yep. So get your GGs ready for a latebit.
Latebit's
will
time
finish with an official race time of. Wait for it.
There it is.
Hey, GGs.
59 minutes and 11 seconds. So he does, in fact, sub 1 hour it. So get your GGs for that.
Yeah, even though latebit will not be joining us in the next round of the tournament, great run for latebit. Get some love. And we'll see if they want to join us for the post-race conversation. Said in the race room, quote, "Of course you cook up a new best time in an elimination game," unquote.
Yeah, I didn't know that when I finished. But it was so, yeah, I mean, it's just, I wasn't planning on that today. I've been not feeling my best today, but I did a practice seed last night that was hot garbage. And yeah, so this was a very weird seed, and I'm fortunate to have stumbled onto the silvers.
So I guess latebit's first question to you is, why couldn't you have that hot garbage seed for last night, right, latebit?
Yeah, GG's, man. That sub hour is really good. It's just I don't know how I got a 45 today, but I skipped. I got the ladder at 8 and I bailed, and I found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and I was just like, let's go and pray silvers are there.
Sometimes the stars just align, and sometimes that happens to be, in a game where your opponent's facing elimination. So GG's.
Yeah, thanks, man. Yeah, you played great. I went back and watched. I mean, I was very nervous. I think I mentioned in the interview the other day that like the last 20-30 minutes of game 1, I was constantly looking over my shoulder, thinking you were going to finish any second, because I know you can whoop me. So I'm very, very fortunate to get past you here.
I don't know that I agree with that. I knew my back was against the wall as soon as we drew each other. I was like, well, time to get serious, but wasn't serious enough.
Yeah, late. Unfortunately, I even said a couple times in chat, like I felt bad because I don't feel like you did anything wrong necessarily. It was just that BBQ just completely right ordered this seed. I mean, he got the ladder out of 8, which got him the red candle off the coast, and then he immediately up-A'd back to start, which level 4 was 1 room north of start, or 1 screen north of start, and had the red ring just free on the floor, and it was just like everything. Yeah, it was just like everything that you did. It was like you bought the blue candle and then got the red candle, and then bought the blue ring and actually never did see level 4 for the red ring. It was just like, nothing you really did was wrong. It was just, BBQ. It was just one of those times where you can just chalk it up to, there's just nothing you can do whenever your opponent just right orders a seed like that.
Yeah, and to be clear, just to correct one thing you said, DM, I didn't immediately up A. I died on the overworld after I got the bow armors. I went up and got immediately bopped by a Wizrobe and said, well, since I have to go back to start, let's check the Dead Woods, I guess. And I just dumb lucked my way into level 4, and it was a Jet 4, and the red ring was 2 screens in, and it was, that helped a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, when your opponent combines skill and luck, and not that ever happens in Z1R, but there's not much you can do when it happens. Like, I know I could have done a few things better, but I don't think I could have made a 13 minutes. So just wrong order. That's Z1R in a nutshell.
Yeah, and I've been on the wrong side of that a bunch of times, especially in the Swiss rounds. And yeah, no, I completely feel you. It's just sometimes it's just, you turn left instead of right, and that costs you 10 minutes, and you're just kind of like, I don't feel like I did anything wrong, but yeah, no, I feel you. But no, I knew I was in for a tough matchup when I drew you, and yeah, I mean, I had to play well. I knew I had to play well and get lucky in order to advance. So that's kind of what happened.
Yeah, I think you said it the best at the start of this conversation when you said that sometimes the stars align, and in this case, that's exactly what wound up happening. You unfortunately found yourself doing 2 large dungeons in 6 and 8, and that happens. But if the silvers turned out to be in one of those 2 levels, or if that recorder led to the silvers, we're talking about a different story here. We're talking about planning for game 3.
Yeah, I stuck around for that 6 because it was actually fairly, cozy, not too like sprawling. But then I remembered, oh, there's an old man here. I got to go around him. There's an old man here. I got to go around him. So I had to run a gauntlet to get back up to that try after I got the compass, and I was like, just burning time in a seed where I can't afford to burn time. But
But let me ask this question as you make your exit out of here. Did you have fun?
Yes. Yeah. This is my first non-rookie Rumble tournament, so I was like, what's my goal? I guess my goal is to not completely embarrass myself. Had a pretty good run. Scored a couple of wins that I'm proud of. Wish I could have played better here, but sometimes the stars just don't align because they're busy aligning for your opponent. So
Yeah, I
it
think
happens.
you played well.
I'll be 100% honest. Yeah, I was gonna say I'll be 100% honest. I mean, there's nothing that you did wrong here. I mean, you played great. Like I said that several times. It's like he is doing awesome in this level 7. He's doing great in these levels. It's just not the levels you needed to be in, unfortunately.
Yeah, and, I mean, you did nothing wrong skill-wise. Just this was a case of luck not being on your side today, and fortunately it happened in an elimination match, but I do hope you hold up your head high and head into the next Z1R tournament with some good confidence.
Oh, absolutely. I'll be sticking around. I will say I was sort of neutral on 5-try seeds. After a couple of these in a row, death to 5-try force seeds. They are just too wild for my blood.
I actually agree with you. Yeah, I agree. Despite the outcome here, when I saw it was 5 again, I literally, I think I yelled in the house. Mrs. BBQ probably knows. I think I yelled something like "not again," because I just knew that, like, okay, I was fortunate in the first 5-try force, but historically they have not been good to me. So I was just like, this is going to be where latebit evens it up. He finds something I don't find and finishes in like 53, and then we're going to game 3.
53 wouldn't have cut it anyway.
Well, I got, like I said, I got a couple lucky breaks, and that helped. But yeah, just this was a weird series, man. If you'd have told me at the beginning it's going to be 2 5-try force seeds, I'd been like, well, so much for that.
As the file select screen says, win or go home. So I'm going to be packing my bags and exiting stage left here. But GG's, I will be rooting for you to take it all.
Hey, thanks, man. GG's. Great playing against you. I knew I had a tough matchup here, and I'm very fortunate to get through.
Yeah, absolutely. Always a pleasure.
And coming up next for you, BBQ, you either will get King Doll or Malkier. What are your thoughts heading into the semifinals?
Ooh, well, I got through this really tough matchup, and I'm looking at that, and I'm like, well, it gets no easier. And then if I am fortunate enough to stumble my way through that, on the other side of the bracket are some folks who kind of have my number. So I've got my work cut out for me. I'm going to have to keep practicing and stay sharp because, yeah, the field does not open up from here. This was a tough matchup, but there are going to be more tough matchups to come.
And we're going to find out who might be joining BBQ in the semifinals at 10 o'clock Eastern tonight. SpeedGaming 3 will be home of Leslie Pro versus Eat My Steel Game 2 of their best of 3 series. And as I take a look at that bracket, Eat My Steel has the 1-0 series lead.
Yeah, that's the person I was thinking of when I said someone over on the other side of the bracket who has my number. It's EMS.
All right. Let's get on out of here. There's special thanks to Crump for doing the tracking for us, and Deus Ex Machina, thank you for joining me for this race.
Yeah, well, thank you for having me. Thank you to the runners for putting on a great show tonight. Thank you to SpeedGaming for giving us use of their Twitch channels to bring you this great content. Make sure you follow all of the SpeedGaming channels so you don't miss any of the great action that comes to you this way every single night, whether it be Z1R, there's an Super Mario Brothers 3 randomizer tournament going on. I just noticed tonight that there's a Dark Cloud tournament going on, which I loved that game as a kid. I am definitely looking forward to watching some of that. So make sure you follow all of those channels. Thank you to chat for coming out tonight and making this a fun night for the rest of us. But yeah, with that, enjoy the rest of your evening. And I guess that will be my last words. I'll be signing off. Rick, you got any last words?
Yeah, for our crew here, BBQ.gov and latebit, for our tracker Crump, I'm Adirondack Rick saying thank you for watching. We'll see you at 10 for the next of our quarterfinals in the low roof bracket. Have a good night, all.